Hi, I'm Ashley, and in this video I'm going to tell you what public speaking courses with me are like, how I work, what my methods are like, how much I charge, and also how to get started. So public speaking courses are really for absolutely anybody who opens their mouth and speaks. Now, that might be, although it doesn't have to be, for those of you who are giving big keynote speeches at conferences. It might be that you're giving prepared presentations, either online or in person. It might be that you're giving training to teams of people, again, either online or in person. But it also might be that you just need it because you're speaking one-to-one with people, whether that's in a professional context or in a social context. It might be that you are in meetings and you just feel that you aren't speaking up and communicating yourself as clearly as you could be. It might also be because you're doing prepared, pre-recorded content. Maybe you're producing content for YouTube or for a podcast. So whatever the context and whatever the medium, public speaking courses help you to slow down, to really articulate and enunciate, to use your voice in a more expressive and dynamic way so that you can reach your listener and make your point, and also build more rapport with them, because ultimately every time we communicate verbally, that's what we're interested in doing, is forging relationships, is building connections, whether that's one-to-many or one-to-one. It can also be to do with projection, vocal stamina. It could also be to do with rhetorical devices, how you're using language, how you're structuring your contents and your ideas. And it can also be some sort of techniques to do with body language, how to breathe, how to connect physically to yourself, how to gesticulate, how to use PowerPoint presentation and slides, whether that's online or in person. So it covers a lot of bases. And if you know nothing about who I am, before I tell you about my training and my experience, it's worth knowing that what I believe in more than anything is that everybody has the ability to communicate themselves clearly and confidently, that everybody has the right to be heard, and also that if you put your mind to something with the right guidance, you can absolutely achieve it. So my name's Ashley Howard. I'm a professionally trained voice coach. I did a master's in voice studies at the Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. That was back in 2007. And ever since, I've been building a global practice, helping individuals and teams from businesses and organizations like Microsoft, Google, PayPal, the NHS, the BBC. But I also spend a little bit of my time being the head of voice at an acting conservatoire called the Oxford School of Drama, where I help actors to sound like they make more impact, that they've got more resonance, that they have more connection and presence when they speak. So when we start working with one another, what we have is a 50-minute assessment or introductory session. With some people, I feel it's important to do an assessment, but I will know that within the first 5 or 10 minutes when we talk about your goals and your objectives. And also you get to ask me questions about who I am and how I work. And so if we do a comprehensive assessment, that might be sort of a 5 or 10 minute assessment where I can really get to hear exactly what you're struggling with. Or you might have a clip of you speaking or presenting in a public context, which we can listen to and work with together. And then towards the end of the session, we start the coaching, so that by the end of that introductory session, you'll have got a sense of how I work and what it's like to be coached by me, and also sort of long term, the kinds of things that we might cover together. None of my coaching is generic. I always focus on what the individual brings to me. And then if we continue, we have individual sessions for however long it feels necessary, and that's guided by you, depending, of course, on your budget and also your availability. Some people see me once a week. I tend to recommend that people see me once every 2 weeks because it gives people time to process what we've worked on and also to practice the things that I encourage you to go away and work on so that we can monitor your progress. But I do see people up to somewhere between sort of 15, maybe 20 sessions, but that depends on the reasons why you've come to me and what you're struggling with. My fees are very, very simple. I charge £94 per session. Sessions are 50 minutes long, and you can pay me on a session by session basis, or you can reduce the session fee to £89 per session by paying for a block of 5 sessions, which comes in at 445. That's Great British pounds. And you don't have to book all of those 5 sessions in. You can just pay for them and then we can schedule them at dates and times that work for you. I coach all week long from 7:45 in the morning until 9 p.m. in the evening, and I also coach on a Saturday morning, so there's plenty of time for us to work with one another. If you're interested in taking the next step, then if you're on my website, you can go down and complete an inquiry form or go to the contact tab in the top right-hand corner. If you're not on my website, then there'll be a link in the description below. So I really hope to hear from you.